third element, which we have made major steps to put in place this year, has been people development. So we want capable and committed people in the SAF. The transformation of the SAF and the reorganization has also facilitated that, because that new capabilities, new organizations means that we can give our people more challenging and interesting jobs. So if you look at the a network-enabled battalion, and we're beginning to feel them already in the SAF. The section commander, the soldiers have got much more influence on the whole battle than before, because they have access to information with their digital receiving and transmitting equipment on their rifles and their helmets. They can see, they can sense, they can send, they can cooperate with each other, they can call in fire, they can provide information to other cooperating units. So we require new kinds of soldiers as well. Last year when I spoke to you, we were at the CISPEC, and we were talking about a new way of training our small unit leaders. Small unit leaders now become more important. So this also coincides very nicely, because we do have energetic, well-educated, able young people coming in for national service. They want to do something meaningful, and this enables us to give them more meaningful things to do and draw upon their capabilities to build in total a much more capable SAF. We have also put in place the record committee. This will be record 5, to look at how we can further make NS men service, ICTs, so on, more meaningful, how we can recognize our NS men better. I should say that the third generation SAF has allowed another major event to take place, which has benefited our NSFs and our NS men. When we announced the third generation SAF, we also said at the same time that this will enable us to cut back our national service from 2.5 to 2 years. So that has taken place. So that has benefited our full-time national servicemen. And at the same time, we cut back the numbers of ICTs that we're asking our NS men to do from 13 years to 10 years. So this is all part of that package. And in that way, our NSFs and our NS men have also sort of directly, if you like, reaped the benefit, and the nation has reaped that benefit from our investments in the third generation SAF. The latest piece was when we rolled out the new human resource plans, the new HR constructs for our regulars. We have, for our warrant officers, further professionalized the warrant officer corps, providing them with more opportunities for personal and self-development, and also created a third warrant officer rank to recognize the capabilities of the type of people that we want to take in for the warrant officer corps to be the backbone of the SAF. We also have recognized the need for more training and exposure for officers, and also the desire of our officers to want to stay a little longer in the SAF. And we have extended our officers' service period to 50 years old. And this enables us to benefit from giving them more training, more preparation, more exposure, and also still keep the SAF young and dynamic. And then we've introduced this new scheme called the Military Domain Expert Scheme, which is, I think, quite an innovative scheme. It recognizes that the SAF has a need for such deep expertise, domain expertise of people in specific areas in the SAF, and also provides a way for people in the SAF to have continuous learning and progression throughout their entire career until they're 60. So these, I would say, are the three key building blocks that we have in place. It's not finished yet. Work is never finished, but you can see now the shape of this third generation SAF. There's still much work to be done over several more years. But it also reflects a sort of, if you like, an open architecture in which we now have the ability to modernize systems and bring in new systems, and we know where it fits in our networks. We have a range of operations that we can conduct, and organizations and structures are able to cope with command and control and carry out this new spectrum of operations with appropriate structures. And we also have people, structures in which we can develop and train people to fit them in with this new third generation SAF.